We dey pray, they show. I suffered from prolactinoma for 14 years. This is a tumor in the brain responsible for the inability to conceive. You have 2 to 5% chances of conceiving. You can talk about the headaches, memory loss, the pains, the sleepless nights. There is no medicine I've not taken, both herbal and English medicines. 2015, I went to the hospital. I ran a series of tests. The doctors told me that I might be on this medication for a long time, if not for the rest of my life. Or I should get married and try to conceive. I might probably have 5 to 10% chances. Then I got married to this amazing, in fact, the most amazing man on earth, who knew I had this problem, yet he went ahead with the wedding, knowing what was at stake. So we have been on this altar since 2023. After my wedding, the devil came with a lot of things, like suicide. I would hear voices asking me to take my own life. I would see people right inside my room physically talking to me. The voices will be like, take your life. What are you alive for? You are useless. In fact, why are you even happy that you got married? Have you asked yourself or asked your husband what will happen to him if you die? Which one of your portraits would you like to be used for your funeral? The voices went on telling me that I will never have a child of my own. Papa, nothing was exciting for me. All I wanted was to take my own life. So I attempted on my life severally. One night, I stood up from the bed, wrote suicide note, and dropped for my husband. Went into my kitchen, took a knife. As I was about slitting my wrist, my husband came to my rescue. So while being on this altar, Papa would say, I reverse every spirit of suicide.
Every spirit of depression and suicide. Spirit of depression and suicide. We command, be broken by fire. Be broken by fire.
I claimed every single one. And that was how God reversed the situation. We went to the hospital again. The doctor said, you don't have any infection. You don't have any other problem apart from prolactinoma. And this is what is stopping you from getting pregnant. As we were battling with this prolactinoma, I started having severe pains in my left breast. I cry all day and night because of these pains. I have lumps in 3 places. I have burning sensations. I have itching around my underbust that sometimes I want to scratch it with something very sharp. I had months and it was really peeling. I had this movement from the underbust to my lungs, to my shoulder, to my spinal cord. I barely wear clothes. I would just carry my breast in my hands. In so much pain, we barely sleep at night. So they called it inflammatory breast cancer symptoms. My husband and I rejected it immediately. Papa, every time you mention cases of cancer, I will claim it. I told my husband that I was never going to take the medications anymore because the more I take them, the bigger the tumor. So it was no use taking the drugs. During the 90 days of heroin, I would do my 10 minutes dance, march on the things I didn't want in my life, and I would trash them. And I held up the ones I wanted. I would dress like a pregnant woman and dance around. I would administer Holy Communion every day on my breast and on my head with faith. And I keep holding on to the word that Papa used to say during Holy Communion, that whatever that is not of God that is in your body should be flushed out. I kept holding on to this word. So that morning, I think on 14th of May 2024, we're praying, I got pressed. So I told my husband to connect to the jambos in the house so I could hear from the restroom. As Papa started mentioning cases, he said, pulmonary, whatever. Me, I don't know what he used to call it. While I was sitting on the toilet bowl, I said, God, you have entered B today. Please remember me. Papa said again, you said yours is no pulmonary, what, I don't know his calls. It's pulmonary, whatever, I cannot pronounce. I said, God, you are still around the corridor of B. Please, mine is prolactinoma. The next thing I heard was prolactinoma.
If you are the one, put it on the live stream. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Let it be reversed.
Hey, I didn't know how to shout. I didn't remember I was in the toilet. I ran out. I rolled on the floor. I kept shouting, it's me. I went straight to my husband's phone. I put it on the live stream. My husband fell on me, forgetting that I didn't even clean up. We couldn't contain our joy. We shouted, we prayed, we cried, we thanked God. Papa, I was lactating more than a pregnant woman. At the mention of this word, prolactinoma, the breast milk stopped, the itching stopped, the burning sensation stopped, the movement stopped, the mood got healed and sealed up. And the lumps disappeared. Everything disappeared instantly. Usually I don't sleep at night, but I started sleeping to a point that my husband would wake me up in the morning asking if I would not go to work. Papa, I started feeling under the weather. I got this trip. It came out negative. Usually I would feel bad, but this time I didn't. So I said I would try again. That afternoon I had a quick nap and I saw Papa in my dream. He tapped me and asked me to go and test for pregnancy. So I woke up and went straight to the restroom to test. Behold, I was pregnant. The dream was so small, and we are 3 months already. I cannot forget to mention that it's a baby girl, just as my husband asked for. What God cannot do does not exist. Me, Mrs. Blessed, I have tested and I have seen, and I am not ashamed to tell anyone or everyone that there is God on the altar of NSPPD. God will bless you. God used you to use baskets to fetch water in order to disgrace buckets in my life. The refinery oil on your head will never run dry.
NSPPD, celebrate our God. Celebrate. Celebrate.